Okay, our first thing that we ought to do today is the municipal housing deal, and I'll find my agenda here for that here in 1 second. So this is for the Municipal Housing Agency Governing Board, and I'll ask the clerk to please take roll of the board. Okay, roll call.
She's muted.
Yeah, but now she's on.
Okay, will you take roll call? We're going to call this meeting to order for the Municipal Housing Agency Governing Board.
There, she's unmuted.
Here.
Here. Here. Here. Here.
I'm here. I didn't hear you call my name. It was paused. Something happened, but I'm here.
And I'm here. All right, item 2 is approving the agenda as presented and/or as amended. We could have a motion for that.
Move.
It's been
Item 2,
moved.
Mr. Mayor.
We good? All in favor? Say aye.
Hi.
Aye.
Westergaard.
Opposed?
You might need
Hearing
to.
none. Item 3 is to continue a hearing for the adoption of the proposed amendment to the Municipal Housing Agency annual budget for the fiscal year ending June 30 of 2020. So if we could have a motion to continue that.
I'll move item 3, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. I think you want a roll call vote,
Okay.
Madam Clerk.
Yes.
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 Yes. Thank you. Item 4, this is continuing the hearing for the adoption of the proposed Municipal Housing Agency annual budget for the fiscal year ending June 30 of 2021. If we could have a motion for that one.
Move.
It's been moved. Madam Clerk, if you'll hold the board.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Connie's
Bosun's
muted.
on mute.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so that item is approved. The last item on the agenda is approving the annual agency plan for the fiscal year beginning July 1 of 2020 to include the 2020 capital improvement grant, the public housing admissions and continued occupancy policy, the family self-sufficiency action plan, and the Section 8 housing choice voucher administrative plan. This was available on board communication number 20-137. Any comments on that? And if there are none, we need a motion.
If there's none, Mr. Mayor, I'll move item 5.
All right, item 5 has been moved. We'll need to pull the board, Madam Clerk. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Mandelbaum, yes.
All right, motion carried. Thank you all. The last item is a motion to adjourn.
I'll move.
It has been moved. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, we are now adjourned. Our council meeting will start in just a few minutes, in about 8 minutes, and we'll hopefully move forward. And everyone in the audience, welcome to our Des Moines City Council meeting. It's a slightly different one than we usually are accustomed. We're using a Zoom meeting link to accomplish this. So let's call the meeting to order for March 23rd of 2020. And I'll ask the clerk to please take the roll.
Here.
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 Here. Here.
Here. All right, item 2 is approving the agenda as presented and or as amended. Item 6C was added. It was ordering a construction at East 29th Street from Eastern Boulevard to Euclid Avenue rehabilitation, receiving bids April 21st of 20 and setting the date of hearing for May 18th of 20. The engineer's estimate for this project is $750,000 and the sponsor is Councilmember Westergaard. 31 was corrected. The link was to the wrong document. Other than that, unless anybody has something else, I'd entertain a motion to approve.
I'll move approval.
All right,
Sorry.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, thank you. Item 3 is approving the consent agenda. Tonight, those are 3 through 56. Now, our tradition is that these are routine items and will be enacted by one roll call vote without separate discussion unless someone, either on the council or the public, requests an item be removed to be considered separately. This evening, item 25, Councilmember Voss registers a conflict of interest. Item 30, Councilmember Mandelbaum wishes to speak. And item 34, Councilmember Mandelbaum wishes to speak. Does anybody have any others?
Mr. Mayor, this is Bill. I got my request in a little late, but I'm voting no on 25.
Okay, Councilmember Gray votes no on 25.
I'll move item 3, Mr. Mayor. If no one else has anything to add.
All right. Okay, we have a motion, but let's see if there's anyone in the public that has raised their hand with a question or an item they would like to have pulled. And how long will we keep that open? Okay, let's open it up.
Hello, Mayor. My
Hello.
question is can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so my question is, so with the development of Des Moines University going out to West Des Moines, is there something we could do to possibly look or entertain the idea of speaking with Iowa State Railroad and putting like a light passenger rail from downtown Des Moines to West Des Moines? Like Des Moines University campus, since I know there's a rail that runs right by it.
Is there an item that you would like to pull, Chris? I don't think we have one that does that, but just off the record, I'd be happy to see that. I know that there is a high rail line that goes there. and we would see. I know that also that the students here in Des Moines really enjoy the public transportation and easy walking access to all their essential needs, and also the public access to the buses to get to the hospital. So I think that discussion in a wider sense needs to be had in a variety of ways, but I appreciate your bringing it up.
Perfect. I appreciate that. Thank you. Like I said, I have some friends that go to Des Moines University, and they said it would be nice to be able to live downtown Des Moines still, but be able to, take a rail transportation out to the campus in West Des Moines. That way, it'd maintain keeping people in the Des Moines proper.
Right. Thank you. We'll refer it to city manager to make some inquiry. I appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll move item 3, Your Honor.
All right. Item 3 has been moved. Clerk, would you please poll the council? Yes.
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 Westergaard is yes.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, Kate, you forgot me. Gray votes yes. Gray vote.
All right. Let's quickly go to item 30, which is approving the First Amendment to the Urban Renewal Development Agreement with Des Moines Cold Storage, Inc. and Crossroads Cold Storage, LLC. CJ Morton is the officer, and amended conceptual development plan for a 60,000 square foot addition to the existing warehouse at Southeast 43rd and Vandalia Road. Again, this was council communication number 20-139. Councilmember Mandelbaum.
Yeah, I had just had some questions about the energy efficiency piece of this, and I think if Councilmember Gatto was prepared to address or handle that, I can defer to him.
Sure, Your Honor. And I don't know if CJ's on the line, but I've had discussion with him. They do participate in the Mid-America sponsored new build commercial program. And I was going to add that to the motion for item 66 as that's part of phase 1 of what they're doing. But I mean, they do that. I don't know. Is CJ on the line?
No, I don't see him.
Okay. He sent me some emails. Josh, they already participate in that. So I think we're in good shape. So if you want me to move item 30, I can, but I think they're all on the same page that you and I are both on.
Perfect. Appreciate the follow-up on that.
Yep, absolutely. I'll move item 30.
All right. Yes.
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 Westergaard is yes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. I think now we're going to go to item 34. Item 34, again, is approving a development agreement with 111 Jefferson Avenue, LLC, with T. Michael Price, the managing member, for the redevelopment of 111 Jefferson Avenue, and approving the proposed conceptual development plan. Council communication number 20-140. Again, Councilmember Mandelbaum.
Yeah, and I apologize. Questions that I had were already answered by staff, so I'm fine just moving 34 and 34A.
Okey-doke. Unless anybody has anything else, I'll ask the clerk to please take the vote.
Mr. Mayor?
Hold the council. Yes.
Mr. Mayor, I just have one comment.
Okay.
This has been ongoing with some of the facilities that are taking place and the expansions that we're having down there at Central Place. And we're finding out that obviously it's been scrap yards and junk yards in the past, but staff has done a wonderful job of working with these people so that we get the kind of developments that we want in there, because Central Place is a very important economic engine for the city of Des Moines. So I wholeheartedly agree with what staff wanted to propose, and keeping a business, and that's Commonwealth Electric, in the area is very important to us. So I support this 100%.
Great. Clerk? Yes.
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 Kay, I think that I need to avoid an appearance of a conflict on 32, you need to put me down as a abstain. All right, I think that concludes our items on the consent, and that will take us now to item, unless I'm wrong, item 57. Is that right, Madam Clerk? All right, item 57. These are ordinances. First consideration. This is amending section 114.243 E relating to traffic and vehicle regulations. Anybody have anything to say about that?
Mr. Mayor, if there's no comments, I will move item 57 and waive the second and third reading.
All right, item 57 has been moved with the addition of waiving the second and third reading. Ask clerk to poll. Yes.
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 Great. That takes us now to item 58. Item 58 is amending Chapter 114 of the Municipal Code regarding traffic changes as follows. Is Council Communication number 20-150. A is removal of morning peak hour restrictions on the west side of 6th Avenue from Euclid to Clinton Avenue. B is a residential handicap restriction from Sherrick Avenue from 62nd Street west to the dead end. C is the code corrections to match the field conditions on East 21st Street, Teachenauer Street, and East Washington Avenue. And D is a code correction to match the field conditions for Brook Landing Plat 1 development. Anybody have anything to say about 58, A, B, C, or D?
Yes. Kudos to Linda, to John Davis, and the staff in the engineering department to open up the parking on 6th Avenue. This will be great for the new businesses or the reopened businesses in that area. Terrific. Thanks for taking care of this promptly.
This is Westergaard, and I was just going to add the same thing. I appreciate it. I went right to engineering and they were very quick and very accommodating, and I sincerely appreciate that. We're seeing a real surge of energy in that area, so this will certainly help.
Great. Thank you. Anybody else?
And with that, I would move item 58, A, B, C, and D.
All right, item's been moved. If anybody else has a comment?
How about, Mr. Mayor, how about we waive the second and third reading so we can get this in effect for that business, for those businesses, if that's all right with everybody?
Mr. Attorney, think it's okay?
Linda wants to add it. It's okay if Linda wants to add it.
Linda would have to do that.
Linda, do you want to
Yes,
amend your?
I do. I didn't see anything in my booklet that the ordinance isn't in there, but yes, I would gladly waive the second and third reading.
Okay. We add that to the motion. I don't see anybody in the audience has their hand up, so let's poll the council, please. Yes.
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 All right, great. Takes us to item 59. Item 59 is amending section 42 of the municipal code relating to the administrative penalties for public nuisance for water and ice on sidewalks, streets, and real property. Council communication number 20-151. Anybody have any comments on this one?
If there are, I'll move 59
All right, 59's been moved.
and waive if there are the additional hearings or readings.
All right, it's been moved, 59 is moved to additionally waive the second and third readings. All right, without seeing anybody that wants to make comment, I'll ask the clerk to please take poll of the council. Yes.
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 All right, that completes everything up to our hearings. Our hearings are not scheduled to start till 5 o'clock. Let's take a quick about 10-minute break and we'll come back together at 5 o'clock straight up. Contract documents and the engineer's estimate, receive and file bids, and designating the lowest responsible bidder is Van Manen Electric, Inc. Nathan S. Van Manen is the president, $831,245. Council communication number 20-146 A is approving the contract and bond and permission to sublet. Let's go ahead and open up the hearing. I will also tell the council this may take a little longer. We want to leave it open for a minute or so just to see if there's anybody in the public that would like to make comment. We'll go ahead after we get comments either from the council or the outside, but also know that if some people are having trouble with the technology and let's say in item 62, they said, hey, by the way, I want to make a comment on 60. We may, let's give them the opportunity to reopen that and take their comment.
Sounds good, Your Honor.
All right. With that, I'll ask the council, any comments on item 60? Hearing none, why don't we have a motion and then we'll leave it, how long do you think, Kay?
I'll move 60 and 60A.
All right, thank you. Kay, if you'll go ahead and poll.
Yes.
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 Okay, item passes. Let's move to item 61. Item 61 is on the 2020 Sidewalk Replacement Program, a resolution approving the plans, specifications, form of contract documents, and the engineer's estimate to receive and file the bids and designating the lowest responsible bidder as TK Concrete, Inc. Tony J. Vermeer is the president. $519,945. Council Communication Number 20-145. A is approving the contract and bond and permission to sublet. Let's go ahead and
I'll
open
move
the hearing.
61 and 61A, and then you
Okay,
can have
item 61 and 61A has been moved, but with the hearing open, let's see if there's any comments. This sidewalk replacement program is a big piece on our Move DSM. We're, as everybody knows, going to replace nearly 180 miles or put in new 180 miles worth of sidewalks. This is a big project that we're moving forward over the next 6 or 7 years. So I want to thank the council and all of our staff for working hard on this. All right, the item's been moved. Will you poll the council, please? Yes.
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 All right, thank you. Takes us to item 62. Item 62 is on the 2020 citywide PCC Pavement Restoration Program. Resolution approving the plans, specifications, form of contract documents, engineer's estimate, and receive and file the bids, and designating the lowest responsible bidder as TK Concrete, Inc. Tony J. Vermeer is the president. $622,685. Council Communication Number 20-129. A is approving the contract and bond and permission to sublet. Let's open up the hearing and see if there's anybody that would like to say anything. And I'll ask council, as we're waiting, if you have any comments on this one.
Mr. Mayor, if there's no comments, I'll move 62 and 62A.
All right, 62 and 62A have been moved. And Kay, have you looked through the list of attendees?
Yes, Your Honor, I did scan the participants.
All right, would you poll the council, please? Yes.
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 Thank you. Item 63. It's on the ML King Jr. Parkway rehabilitation from Hickman Road to Euclid Avenue. resolution approving the plans, specifications, form of contract documents, engineers estimate, receive and file bids, and designating the lowest responsible bidder as OMG Midwest Inc., doing business as Des Moines Asphalt and Paving. Kevin Bragg is the president, $1,164,172. Council communication number 20-149A is approving the contract and bond and permission to sublet. Let's go ahead and open the hearing, and I'll ask the council, any comments on this? Again, the ML King Jr. Parkway rehabilitation. Hickman to Euclid.
I do have a comment, Mr. Mayor, that this section of road is in badly need of a good resurfacing, and this couldn't come at a better time. I'm especially pleased with the engineer's estimate of 1.7 million, and this coming in at 1.1 million. So it's being done conservatively. It's much needed repairs. And the only thing I ask is, once we get this completed, let's get on the other side of Hickman and take it all the way to University and get the rest of that road cleaned up.
Bill, to say that it's desperately needed is being kind. This is probably one of the worst roads that is traveled on by thousands of cars. So it's good to see that we're going to make an improvement and show folks that we're using our lost funds, local option sales tax. That's where their money's going. And hopefully we'll have some signage up on that road to show folks what their sales tax money is being spent on.
We absolutely have to. This, you're right, Joe. I tried to sugarcoat it, but it actually was a miserable piece of road. So, as I sat through with Dave Camp in engineering, we looked at some of the reasons that it got so bad. It's absolutely going to be much, much better after this resurfacing.
All right.
And if there's no one, yes, if nobody's there to speak, I'd like to move 63 and 63A.
Well, before you do, yes. So has engineering worked out a detour route? That's going to be a challenge, won't it? I'm sure all these big projects are going to be. But so what would be the preferred or designated detour route during this construction project?
When I was talking with Dave, they're going to work half the project on one side and work the other half, so the road's going to remain open. There's going to be some, yeah. It's not a detour. It's
kind of like they did Florida Drive.
Probably similar to Fluid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks so much.
You bet.
All right, Kay, anybody in our audience who wants to make comment? All right, the item has been moved. I'll ask the clerk, please poll the council.
Yes.
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 Yes. Thank you. This takes us to item 64, which is on the 2019 U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development HUD Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report, the CAPER. Council Communication number 20-133. Let's open up the hearing and see if anybody has any comments on our HUD report, the CAPER.
Seeing none, I'll move 64.
All right, item 64 has been moved. Go ahead.
Yes.
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 Takes us to item 65 on a city-initiated request to amend the Plan DSM, creating our tomorrow future land use designation to rezone property in the vicinity of 200 Southeast 15th Street, 350 Southeast 18th Street, and 302 Southeast 18th Street from DX2 Downtown District west of the Southeast 14th Street Viaduct to 11, is that I1 Industrial District, and from I1 and I1-V Industrial Districts east of the Southeast 14th Street Viaduct to I2 Industrial District, and to approve a large-scale development plan for the proposed multimodal transloading facility. A is the first consideration of the ordinance amending Chapter 134 of the Municipal Code relating to the official zoning map. Let's open the hearing on this one and see if there's anyone that would like to make comment on, again, item 65 regarding the transload.
Mr. Mayor, if there's no one that would care to make any comments, I'd like to keep this project moving. I'll move 65 and 65A and waive the second and third reading also.
All right, it has been moved with the addition to move the second and third reading. Any comments? Okay, anybody from the public? Let's go ahead and poll the council, Kay. I'm going to abstain for an appeared conflict.
Yes.
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 All right. Takes us to item 66. Item 66 is on a request from Des Moines Cold Storage Company, Inc. C.J. Morton is the officer for approval of PUD Final Development Plan for Phase 1A of the Des Moines Cold Storage at 3805 Vandalia Road. Let's go ahead and open the hearing. Again, Des Moines Cold Storage. Anybody to make any comments on this one? I'll make one comment. I'll tell you, they put up their first phase. Joe, I think that you and I were out there.
Yep.
And they are moving forward. It's good to see that they are making good use of that, and the demand is such that they're expanding quickly.
Thank you, Your Honor. I had the opportunity a few months ago to tour their facility, and it is state of the art. And, you know, they're not only helping our country, but they're helping the world with food and getting it into places that need to go, that are coming from us. So I am really happy the amount of people they employ, the work that they're doing, and just having the conversation with him today. They do participate in the new build commercial program. It's sponsored by Mid-Am. You know, they build it the right way. It's a beautiful facility. I'd encourage any of my colleagues that CJ will give them all a tour. And if there's no one else to speak about it, I will move 66.
All right. Okay, item 66 has been moved, and it looks like there's no outside comments. I'll ask the clerk to please poll the council.
Yes.
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 All right, takes us to item 67. Item 67 is on a request from Ilex Group LLC. Ben Schultes is the officer to amend Plan DSM, creating our tomorrow future land use map designation, and to approve the First Amendment of the Northridge PUD conceptual plan in the vicinity of 4600 and 4700 East 14th Street to revise the development from a regional shopping mall to a warehouse and distribution center with 1,050,260 square feet of warehouse building use. Let's go ahead and open the hearing on this and see if there's any comment to be made by council or attendees.
Westergaard would just like to say that I'm glad to see that we're finally putting this land to use. It's been vacant for probably 30 years. So if there are no other comments, I would make a motion for 67.
Linda, I just have one comment. Way back in 91, when we first were looking for the county soccer fields and the Greater Des Moines softball fields, we looked at that area to put the Des Moines softball fields. So as you can tell, that didn't get much traction, but this is a great addition. I fully support it. Great job.
It really is, and it'll bring jobs to the area, and it's a good thing for our entire city.
All right.
Nice work, Linda.
Any outside comments from our audience? All right. Would you poll the council, please? Yes.
Yes.
Carl, unmute.
He's muted.
Oh, there we go. How's that? That's a yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that 7?
I hit it too late. I was just going to comment on that total project because I believe that was the location of Northridge Mall was going to go years ago. And it's, to Linda's point, it's long overdue on getting redeveloped. So very happy to see, because it could be a great catalyst for new opportunities along that whole stretch of East 14th.
Takes us to item 68. Item 68 are items regarding the budget. Council communication number 20-144. A, canceling the hearing on the consideration of the recommended capital improvement program plan CIP for fiscal years 2020-21 through 2025-26. B is canceling the hearing on the amendment to the annual budget for the current fiscal year ending June 30, 2020. C is canceling a hearing on the proposed budget for the fiscal year ending June 30, 2021. D is setting date of hearings to adopt a resolution establishing a total maximum property tax dollars certified for levy for the fiscal year ending June 30, 2021. And we're going to do that April 8th of 20 at noon. All right. Correction, that hearing will be April 8th, 2020 at 5 p.m. So everybody put that down, by the way.
I'll move items 68A, B, C, and D and waive. Do we need to waive on this?
No,
Okay, I'll move approval.
thank you. Anybody in our audience want to speak? Kay? Okay,
Mr. Mayor, just a quick comment, because I've been very adamant about a decrease in the property tax, and I think that I think our world and our lives and our city has changed so much in the last 2 weeks that we definitely need to look at this as an alternative. These type of issues that we're facing right now, I don't think any of us would have conceived that this would have happened, 3 weeks ago. So I'm glad the governor allowed us to make some changes, or some of the projects that we intend to do would probably never get done, and we would be put into that position again. So I will move. Oh, she already moved it.
I moved it.
Okay.
all right, if you would pull the council, please. Yes,
Yes.
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 all right, thank you. Let's move to item 69. Item 69, these are items regarding continuing hearings on a variety of subjects. A is on a request from White Willow Events. Taylor Bozen is the officer to amend the Plan DSM, creating our tomorrow plan future land use map designation and to rezone properties located at 6011 and 6015 Grand Avenue from RX1 mixed use district to MX1 mixed use district to allow the demolition of existing buildings and the redevelopment of a 2-story, 7,000 square foot building for an assembly and entertainment small use event center. B is a request from the Iowa Homeless Youth Centers. Toby O'Berry is the officer to amend the Plan DSM, creating our tomorrow future land use map designation and to rezone properties located at 2705 East Euclid Avenue from N3A residential district to RX1 mixed use district to allow the development of a property for business, trade school use, and offices for youth training. C is a request from Hope Ministries for women and children. Leon Negan is the officer to amend the Plan DSM, creating our tomorrow future land use designation and to rezone 3800 East Douglas Avenue from R160 one family low density residential to PUD planned unit development and to approve the PUD conceptual plan to allow the existing church building to be converted to a 50-bed short-term program and a 50-bed long-term support program for homeless women and children, including classrooms, office, daycare, and similar supportive uses. D is continuing multiple public hearings originally scheduled to be held before the City Council on March 23rd and April 6th to be held April 20th at 5 p.m. in the MSC Boardroom, second floor of the Richard A. Clark Municipal Services Center, 1551 East Martin Luther King Parkway. Again, to everybody on the phone, we know that there are some people that have interest in one or more of these items. These are items that we are continuing, and the new agendas will be posted to reschedule these at a future date, and some of which are going to occur now, not till April 20th. So with that, I will open the hearing. Mr. Attorney.
Yeah, Mayor, thank you. I just want to point out to everybody in attendance, including the council, the original roll calls for 69A and 69B were the original roll calls. Those have been corrected, and the actual link on the website for the agenda is to resolutions continuing each of these items, just to make sure there's no confusion that the motion would be, the motion to approve these is to continue all of these.
Okay.
I'd be happy to move 69A, B, C, and D.
All right, 69A, B, C, and D have been moved. Okay, is there anyone in the audience that wanted to speak? All right, let's go ahead and poll the council, please. Yes.
Yes.
I just want a clarification on A because not that I had abstained originally, but if this is just moving it, if that is okay. Or if I can abstain from A.
That is not, the motion to continue. It
Should
does
not be
require an abstention.
That's what I thought. So, okay, yes.
She's a yes.
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 All right, that's the last item on our agenda. However, before we adjourn, I want to turn it over to our city manager. I'd like him to give us sort of an update on some thinking around work sessions. We've got a number of items that we've all felt that we need to discuss, but at the same time, keep moving forward. So, Mr. Manager, why don't you give us your thoughts, and whether we have a vote on this tonight or not, at least everybody knows, and we can kind of get a feeling for everybody how they feel about how we should handle our work sessions.
Thank you, Mayor. So at the moment, the next meeting we have scheduled for the council would be the April 6th, which is a Monday work session. There would not be a council meeting that evening. We have two and possibly a third topic that we can discuss on that date, but we also have a Wednesday special council meeting that we now have set for 5 o'clock to get the one budget item passed. We could combine those discussions on Wednesday if the council so desires and delay those 2 or 3 items from Monday morning into Wednesday at 5. Either way could work. We will need an additional special council meeting that Thursday, April 9th, for just the one item on the budget. So just looking to potentially combine a couple items that week. And it's no big deal if the council wants to leave the work session on that Monday morning, and the budget item would be on Wednesday and again on Thursday. Just looking for your thoughts on the timing.
What's the work sessions about?
We have the WRA update, and then we'd like to talk about the missing middle housing challenges we have from a zoning aspect, as well as the abatement that may be attached to that for the missing middle. And then possibly, I need confirmation of this, that we'd be ready for the short-term rentals, but we need to anticipate that there would be a lot of public input on that. And April 8th is 2 weeks out, so maybe that's okay to set it for now and try and plan for this new format and how the public can interact.
Are we going to do it on the phone, or are we going to do it down there?
So physically, we could be at the Municipal Service Center. So then it would be up to the council to decide how many council members would be physically present. And again, how to logistically handle public input, specifically on the short-term rentals, and maybe even some on the missing middle discussion.
Well, I'm going to be ready to go somewhere on April 6th, so I would lobby for April 6th, in my opinion.
Well, but would you want to leave the work session the morning of Monday the 6th?
Yes.
Separately, the budget on the 8th, or combine them?
I think we have something. I think isn't Roger Brown retiring? His get together I have on the 8th at 2:00. I mean, I know that doesn't make a big difference, but I mean,
We're probably going to have to set a different date for that retirement.
Okay, well, I'm fine.
I
with
think
Monday.
for Roger, I think we ought to tell him that we're not going to let him retire for another 6 months.
I tried that already.
I would agree with that 100%. But I mean, either way, I'd do Monday morning and knock out maybe a couple of them, and then if we need to do something on Wednesday, then we can continue the rest of it. Because I don't think you're going to get it all in on one work session. All the stuff you just said.
It's not a problem. We can keep the schedule for April 6th and get what done we can and then plan on the Wednesday.
Any other ideas, anybody?
I was just going to agree. I was going to say it really doesn't matter because I'm not really going anywhere, so I'm pretty flexible.
Everybody else okay with that then? We'll leave the Monday morning. I believe it would be scheduled for 7:30, April 6th.
Yes, Westergaard's fine with that. I would prefer that.
Whether
We can talk later about physically being on site if you want, see how the next week plays out.
Well, let's hope we can be on site. Let's have some positive thoughts that we can all be together.
I'm glad you have positive thoughts. I don't think we will be.
Well, I'm gonna think positive.
All right.
Me too.
Is there a motion for the miraculous resolution of the COVID-19?
No, but I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All right.
I just have
Aye.
one thing to say before we adjourn.
Yep.
This is Westergaard. I just wanted to shout out to Kay. This has got to be really hard to do this Zoom and keep track of all of us. So, Kay, you're doing a great job. Thank you.
Good work, Kay.
And thanks to all of you, council, let's stay in touch. We've got a lot of work to do, but these are tough times. Let's talk soon. All in favor of the motion to adjourn, say aye.
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 Opposed? Hearing none, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Good night. Be safe.
Aye.